Hola. Just rained and the sun came out. Marigold. I'm going to take a look around. This is my little starter beds. Kind of getting overrun. This is buckwheat and Russian kale. Little seedlings from the plants. Ruby buckwheat. Going to seed. Some amaranth. Already took out some seedlings. Some Russian kale. This is my favorite pot. The clay holds the moisture so the plants don't really dry out. And they just grow really well. Looks cool, the water droplets. Started most of these seeds at the same time, and this one's double the size. Some marigold. There's another one. Dandelions. Oh, seed trays. More Russian kale. Got a pretty good sized pumpkin in here. There's about 3 of them. Russian kale. Italian kale. Been harvesting this, feeding the rabbits. The seeds for the celeriac should be drying out soon. That's rhubarb down there. 2 small rhubarb plants. Threw some Swiss chard over here. Nice looking plants. Seeds, been harvesting some seeds. The Russian kale. Gotta harvest them before they open up. Threw some kale seeds in these beds. Just an experiment. See how they do. I'll use them to feed the rabbits. Ah, the little rabbits are out. Those are the 2 black ones. There's 6. Very cool. Starting to come out. Gone. There's the moms. There he is. Pretty cool. It's starting to come out. There's the brothers and sister and the pops. Ground cherries. Oh yeah, the amaranth. Going flower. This is the mammoth sunflowers. Some sunflowers with bees on there. Alright, let me look around here. Some tomato plants. This is atomic. Let me see here. Oh yeah, fig tree's doing really well. Threw some Russian kale over here. It's doing pretty good. Tomatoes. Purple lady, bok choy, all seeds, went to seeds. Just harvested a few. A couple more look ready. Except it rain. Let it dry out. This is the southern collard greens. Beautiful plant. Tender. Little banana. Plant this Bolton going to seed. Swiss chard. Plan on clearing this bed right here. A lot of turnips in here. But yeah, probably going to start with this one. Make this like a 30-inch bed all the way down. Then make another one here. Threw a few kale seedlings in there. Grass is starting to come back. This is tatsoi. Might use this as a ground cover. This one's starting to bolt, but they don't get that tall. Might grow these around like a large kale plant. Use it as a ground cover, see if it works. This is perennial kale. Interesting plant. It's starting to take off finally after the heat of summer. Supposed to get 3.5 feet wide. Each one's supposed to be a little different. More seeds. This is the celeriac. Doing pretty good. Bok choy. Ruby buckwheat. More amaranth. More amaranth. This is actually a mix. You got perpetual spinach slash, it's really a Swiss chard over here. There it is. Alright, see it better this way. This is a mix of everything. A couple bok choy down at the end. Give you a close up. Bok choy, ruby, purple lady, bok choy. These here are some of the perennial kale. This one's starting to do pretty good. With more amaranth. Another shot of the collards. Huh, some corn. There's some buckwheat in here. Just threw some extra seeds. Yeah. More amaranth. Some kale seedlings I started. This is collard greens, I believe. Attempted growing Russian kale in the summer. Not doing too bad. Chickens are clearing out this spot. Put 2 guinea fowl with the chickens. Tired of seeing them in this cage, even though they're on the soil. This is some flowers, a few kale plants. Look at the size of this one. This one's huge. Chickens, my fertilizing crew. Look how they already tilled this whole area. This was all weeds. Pretty good. Had some old beans I just gave them. Let it compost. But they've been here about a month. There's the guinea fowl. Skittish. There they are. Some kale down there. There's the, I'll go show you. Got the mother hen. Whoa, almost tripped. The mother hen. The guinea fowl are gonna freak out. They go bald. It's kind of crazy. One got really sunburned. Kind of got jacked up by the sun. Come on, let me get by. Clip their wings so they don't fly off. Mother hen. She's in. She's back there already with the chicks underneath them. Banana plant. They chewed up this one. It's growing really nice too. Some pumpkins back there. I'm going to clear out this spot next. Once they're finished over here, I plan on putting the female mother hen with the 7 chicks back here. Let them free range for a little bit. And then, hello. I'm going to move these out and make some beds over here. Took off the no crow collar. It's not crowing as loud as it used to, or as often. This is my persimmon tree. Dried out a little bit in the heat. This is an apple. Whoa. Apple tree, sunflowers. We got a yellow one. Plum tree. Kind of dried out. this had fruit, but I think the heat got it to drop. Yeah, I'm going. Losing my lighting. This thing's huge. I think it's from the chicken fertilizer. It's leaning over too. It's got to be at least 9 feet. The stalk is just huge. All right, I'm leaving. See what happens when you have animals, you start talking to them. All right, I'm off your property. Another little banana tree. There's a few back there. Can't see them behind the kale plants. Another fig tree. Starting to do pretty good. Oh, this is the little pumpkin I was talking about. I don't know what kind of pumpkin this is. It's not as large as my other one, which is kind of nice. It's nice to have smaller leaves. The other one took too much space. If this sucker grows to maturity, I'm going to save the seeds and use it as a little ground cover. Sunflowers. There's another plant down there. Kohlrabi. Yeah. This is amaranth that's used for greens. Freaking grass just grows like crazy here. I'll clear it up around them. Letting the kohlrabi go to seed. Amaranth. This is the avocado. Medlar tree. This one's growing the best. Yeah. Threw these tiny seedlings in here and they just took off. Amaranth grows like a weed. Sheesh, he's not happy. Nice good sized tomato. Oop, can't get it. Better angle. There it is. Gonna save seeds from this one. Let's see here. More amaranth. Trying to find a path to go down here. Rainwater. Seedlings. The bok choy is actually doing all right. Ruby buckwheat. I wanted to do a little hedge of amaranth, so I planted them all alongside the fence. Doing pretty good. Planted these later, a little smaller. Threw some extra Russian kale seedlings down there. That's pretty cool. They're coming up. There's also some sunflowers. These are starting to dry out. This is the mammoth sunflower. Oh, another yellow one. Huh, that's weird. More amaranth. Starting to like these amaranths. Another shot of the celeriac. Celery. There's also some more amaranth underneath the Russian kale. Just filling in space. Less space for the grass to grow. There's Swiss chard. Oh, the comfrey's doing pretty good. That one's took on alright. Got some buckwheat in here. This is what I want to show you. Flower. Amaranth flower. You can harvest these seeds. There's another nice one. Very cool. I think these seeds are from Honduras. Pretty nice. They're all starting to make some seeds. Nice looking plant. Can't beat it in the summer heat. I pretty much never water these things, and they just tolerate high temperature is really good. Give you a nice shot of them. Once you grow them once, they pretty much just self-seed. Tap the flowers, seeds will drop, and they'll just come back every year. They're pretty much like a weed. I'm looking for plants that are easy to grow. These are green tomatoes. A couple small ones over there. There's some over there. Oh, there, yeah. I think that's the purple atomic ones, but still waiting to harvest. Those look nice. There's some in there. A couple of melons down there. Another melon down there. More seeds. This is actually Russian kale, but it's like a mutation. It's got wide leaves like a regular kale. Singled it out for seed, collected its seeds. As good as the Russian kale is, its seeds are kind of narrow, like variegated. And this is kind of like a, I don't know, adaptation. It's like a regular kale slash Russian kale. Nice and tender. Yeah, I'm gonna save those seeds. Oh, another Swiss chard going to seed. Another comfrey plant. Got a couple passion fruits down there. Shot of the rabbits.